So now, well, Nightwish came along, and then the past 3 years, I can imagine, have been quite hectic and amazing at the same time.
For sure.
But now you've planned a break for a year. So is this a welcome break, not only because you are pregnant and having a baby, but like you said, to know your limits and to take a little bit of a step back and kind of
actually,
reassess?
For sure. I mean, since the moment I joined with Nightwish, I have been working non-stop.
Right.
Also having Revamp, now unfortunately I had to stop this, but it was because of this. It's a non-stop thing. First there was Nightwish, then there was Revamp, then there was Nightwish again. It would have just continued like that without any form of break. Everybody needs to take a little distance from things. Even though the desire to have a break like this came from the members in Nightwish that have been there since the beginning.
Sure.
To have, you know, after 20 years, let's take a year off. But yeah, at first I was like, yeah, okay. And then I realized, but there is indeed more to life than Nightwish. Even though Nightwish is my life and I love what I do. I could do this every day. To not do it really makes you desire even more for it again. And and then there is time to give into other things you find important, such as family life. Right. So when I realized indeed I would have that time, we went for it.
Sure. And at the same time, for the band in general, for Tuomas and the rest of them, what did they need a break in a way?
Yeah, absolutely. Not because it wasn't good. Sure. But because it was good. To be able to say with a calm heart, things are so good I can put them away for a little while. That's something really special. That's a luxury that a lot of people will never be able to have. And when we realize we can, and why not? Yes, we'll have to wait, and we'll keep other people waiting. But to come back with an energy that you will never have without a break like this, that's magic. And to indeed say, okay, I've done this for 20 years and now I'm going to do something completely different. Wow. It's good for everybody. It's very healthy.
You mentioned Revamp just now. You had to kind of say, well, I don't have time anymore to do this. In our last interview with you, you mentioned that Revamp was kind of the place where you can, you had a creative outlet outside of Nightwish. Yes. So with that gone, can you see yourself either being even more involved in Nightwish, or do you have other plans?
Well, the thing was the combination of two bands, and that comes with all its responsibilities. That became too much. But to not do anything next to Nightwish, it didn't really mean, you know, like that black and white. Okay. So I would love to be more involved in Nightwish if I can, if I actually make an addition to the music, which with the songwriter as Tuomas is almost impossible. Sure. That's just a fact, and that's fine. But I have, back in 2008, wrote an album, a rock album. Okay. It's totally different music with Jörn Wegelofstad from Pagan's Mind. Both of us doing something really out of our comfort zone. We wrote an album that was supposed to be like a side project kind of thing in between After Forever, but when everything changed, when the band stopped, and we put the whole project on hold. So I could imagine working on this again. I contacted him over a year ago, like, hey, my 2017 is going to look like this. Would you be up for it again? Would, you know, check the music, see what we have, and finish this. So that is something that I would love to do. But most important is to do this or anything else with music this year that has no precise deadlines or any expectations yet. Make music when I want to, in whatever style I would like to. That is something that I know that I'm not the only Nightwish member who has that. Like, that's a luxury we can take, and we will. It's music is also still a hobby and passion. So yeah, that would be lovely.
Well, is that difficult? Because I can imagine that at times it does feel like work.
No, it's not difficult in that sense, but I mean, when it comes to the creative process with Nightwish, that has the deadline and a lot of expectations, but mostly from us ourselves. But yeah, work, I don't know if I've never really called it work.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's very good. The one thing I seem to remember, I'm not sure if this is true, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I seem to remember Tuomas saying in some interview that on Endless Form's Most Beautiful, you weren't able to kind of use that operatic voice that you have. So, and this might be way too early to have this, but have you talked about this for future projects?
We talked about it for Endless Form's Most Beautiful. Okay. It wasn't really that it didn't that we didn't want it. It was just that it didn't fit.
Sure.
So there is some opera on it, but really not so much. And I know there are people who would like to hear more of it. There are also a lot of people who never really liked it. So it's a matter of taste.
Right.
And for me also important that we only use it when it actually fits. So it's a color on a palette of different kinds of colors, and if it fits, you use it. If it doesn't, then it just doesn't. That is the way that we look at it, and we have some future plans that might involve a bit more of it, but also that is to be seen, because it's the color that fits or doesn't. Sure. And it's really not something that because you have to use it.
And it's not that you feel that like you...
No, not really. I don't really see it as my specialty in any way. It's something I can do, but there are a lot of other things that I can do.
Sure.
And if there's one thing I love about singing in Nightwish is this diversity that really challenges all kinds of sounds and styles. Yeah, so also for me, it's like if it fits, it fits, and if it doesn't, well, then yeah.
Is there then maybe one thing you've learned from being in Nightwish about your own voice? Absolutely,
yeah. More than ever before, I got triggered to expand the possibilities. And with Revamp, I did this myself, more in the extremer styles. In Nightwish, I got more challenged in the calmer styles. Also singing a bit lower sometimes, and especially softer singing. I did sing soft sometimes, but they're just, heavy metal doesn't always really ask for softer singing.
Sure.
But the Nightwish is, with all its dynamics, it did request this, and it was really, really cool to play with this, and that's something I would really love to invest or investigate more of what I can do in that sense. Yeah.
And can I assume you haven't started writing yet?
We have not started.
No.
No. That was the thing, the idea with this whole sabbatical year, that even behind the scenes work like writing is totally off. The only thing that is happening is more on a business level, where we're preparing for what we're going to do in 2018. The plans are there, it's all set in motion. But when it comes to writing or preparing shows or anything like that, it's completely on hold.